James was angry because he was pulling trucks instead of coaches, and he was complaining of what station he had to go to. Why do I have to go to platform 5 when it doesn't matter what platform I'm in, and why do I have to pull trucks instead of coaches? What's the difference? Asked James.
Because Percy's bringing coaches to platform 5, and it's not possible to do platform 3 because there's a wall in the way, and plus it was planned that way, and the reason why you're pulling trucks instead of coaches is because children need to get their presents on time and avoid confusion and delay, and if we're using coaches it'll ruin the surprise.
Whatever you say, sir, said James, and huffed away with a broken heart, doing the fucking trotter what he said. Percy was delivering James's gold trucks, because it was his job to shunt trains for the engines. James snorted away, but suddenly he stopped and got a big shock of his life. What's this I see? He looked. Din. James's trucks were gold. My trucks are gold. That means sparks from the goldness will shine my red paint even more and won't get dirty from the snow. Wished James. Now he was happy pulling the golden truck. James was happy until he was puffing up to Gordon's Hill because it was very steep up the hill. Let's get you lot up the hill, he said. But then stood trouble. A coupling snapped when he was almost at the top. The trucks were going so fast they went past the station. Whee! They said. But trouble came ahead. They went round the corner too fast and fell right into the sea. James was happy because he thought he'd make it in time, but when he went around the corner he heard a big crash and went into shock mode. When James saw his golden trucks in the sea, he was so broken hearted that he wanted to suicide. Why does this only ever happen when I want trucks? He said. Just then, Thomas came with the breakdown train, but he was ready to tease James when he arrived. Did you lose your trucks, Bossy Boiler, or did he go for a swim escaping from you? Stop teasing me. You know I like pulling gold trucks because they sparkle my paint from the shine, said James. It's not funny. Maybe Whiff Waste Dump has shiny stuff, said Thomas. That could be your next job. Thomas tried hard fixing the trucks with the breakdown train, but was no use. I'm sorry, James. These trucks are too wet and damaged. You might have to get new ones, said Thomas. Something they're unable to get fixed. James was so broken-hearted that he ran off. Then Thomas was uncoupled from the breakdown train and whistled to start to chase James, and on came the chase. James was running as fast as he could to get away from Thomas, but Thomas was catching up, so James didn't have far to run. Come back here, you little red puffball, said Thomas. When Thomas eventually caught James, he brought him back to Knapford. When they arrived, it was 5 a.m, and Gordon was waiting early for his express. Just then, the Fat Controller spoke to James.
James, just because your trucks got derailed and it's the ones you like, does not mean you run away. We'd be worried sick about you if you're out at night, especially because gangs of teenagers come out at night and they have freedom to do whatever they want. In a way that I mean, like, if they do something bad, they can't get arrested because they're under 18. They can still escape from their house, such as burn buildings, kill people, steal, etc., and they won't go to jail or anything because they're under 18. So you got to be careful there, James.
James felt like nothing went right for him, so he decided to puff away and do stuff himself. James was thinking of suicide, so he decided to go to the Knapford Harbour to drown in the water from the unsealed tracks. But he couldn't pass because the trucks were blocking the way. James was waiting in the middle point because when trains go by it will be so loud. He told his driver to lit a rocket, and two sounds colliding could cause him to explode. So the driver lit the rocket, it went off, and James was swinching. When will it come? It's taking so long. Oh, shiver me timbers. There wasn't enough fuel in the rocket. I'll have to go to the scrapyard. It's my only option to die. When James arrived at the scrapyard, he got a big fright when he saw an engine with a big claw. Hello. Your only option to stay here is to suffer and get scrapped or get crushed by my claw, threatened Diesel 10. And since James committed suicide, he decided to let James stay. James puffed into the scrapyard house. He was going as fast as he could. I better run into the fire before she chases me. But it was too late. Emily caught James just in time, and when she caught James, she pulled him back. Ha, I can't wait to hear that red puffball screams. Any minute. Oh. How dare that bitch spend 1,000 of my money to save that red puffball. It cost 1,000 to scrap an engine. I used my money for nothing. Emily was taking James away to escape, and Diesel 10 forced Arry and Bert to chase after them. But it was too late. Arry crashed right into Bert, and they bumped off the rails. If they didn't bump off the rails, they would have caught them. But unfortunately, it didn't go well. They began to argue off the rails, but not on the rails. James was brought back to Tidmouth Sheds looking glum. Just then, the fat controller came in his blue Mini.
James, there's no need for you to suicide. You're a really useful engine. You don't deserve to get scrapped. You may get upset, James, but you should fight it and think of something else.
James was very thankful of Emily for saving his life, but on the other hand, James would always want his gold trucks back and the pull coaches too.